Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Before we get any further, I just want to remind you, if you haven't done so yet, please subscribe. I really appreciate all the support. So these are two WST figures that, if you've seen my WST collection video, you may have seen them briefly in there, but I haven't gone into any further detail with them. So I thought, since I had them out, I was originally just going to do one of them, but since they're fairly simple to do, I figured I might as well do both for you. On the right, we have Wst Black Starscream, though both of these are from Heero Toymaker. On his site, it's labeled as Wst Ghost Starscream, Black Starscream. In my opinion, this is more of a black Starscream than anything else. And then on the left is Wst G1 Cliffjumper, clear yellow version. Okay, so let's start off with Starscream, since we mentioned him first. As you can see, he does have nice tampograph Decepticon markings on him. There's a shot from the front. He's got nice gold paint coloring on his plastic there. Really great figure. Nice detail. Very realistic. You can see on the bottom it does have, he does have three wheels. The two part of his feet, and then the one in the front that just folds in like so. There's a nice side shot of it. Underneath, from behind. Like, even the detail on the rear thrusters there is nice. Alright, well, let's do what we came here to see, and that is transform this little guy. So first we're going to take off. I should also mention he does come with, obviously, they were in his container. He does have two little fists, and even small enough that there are finger markings on there, so that's nice to see. First, and mind you, this guy's just been popped together with little joints and stuff like that, so if he does pop apart, not to be worried. He does go back together quite nicely. Here are his blasters. So the transformation for him is exactly like it would be for the G1 version. Easiest thing to do, honestly, is just, sometimes with the G1s as well, pop off his wings. You can see the gold paint on the plastic there. Even nicer now. Like, it's well done. There's no sloppiness in it. There's no residue. There's no chipping. Really well done. So first thing is we're going to get his, pop his hands out from his chest. And the easiest thing to do is just grab one of his missiles and push it through. Like so. Come on, guys. There we go. So his arms just fold out like so. And around to his front. And like I said, you can see he's put together there by ball joints. And then, much like the G1, and hopefully I don't pop off the nose cone, he does fold through like so. Rotate his chest around, pop his head up, and then if he was a cone head, his head would be up, but Starscream is not, so we fold it back, and if it does focus on his head, there you go. He even has a nice little head sculpt there. So for the bottom of his feet, come on. There we go. It's clipped in there. You can see there's even little holes and sockets that these pieces clip into to keep them in place. So even nice detail there. And then with his feet, they just fold down like so. There is him standing up. Easiest thing to do is first put his fist on his arms, and if I can figure out which one is his thumb. There we go, that goes there. And next one goes on there. And then we'll throw his blasters on, and they just peg in as well. Straightforward. Like so. There you go. And you can see his arms do have the same movement that the G1 does, up, down. Blasters rotate. There we go. And then, last but not least, we're just going to throw on his wings. And they just simply peg back into the same joint that they were in previously in jet mode. And there we have WST Black Starscream / Ghost, depending on who you are and how you want to name them. I prefer calling him Black Starscream. There you go. So you can see he stands very nicely. He should, with all this crap around his feet. But really beautiful looking little WST figure. And then, okay, we'll put you over there. So now we're going to grab our WST G1. I know it looks like Bumblebee, but he was sold and named on the website as WST G1 Cliffjumper, clear yellow version. So, and the plastic is, because it's, I guess it's the type of plastic, or maybe because it's such a small figure, or this might be thicker. It's translucent, but it's not like, you know, looking through super clear plastic where you can see everything nicely, which I don't mind. There's some from behind, underneath, sides. The wheels don't turn. That's to be expected for such a small figure. Okay, so much like, well, any of the Bumblebee or Cliffjumper figures that are G1, easiest thing to do first is just pop the legs out, and they come out a good distance. You can see there, they don't separate at the bottom, or actually I guess the G1s don't either, but it's a nice solid piece on the bottom. There you go. He does pop out, and they do lock into place. His arms are a matter of just pulling out, and then head pops up. And you can see even on the side of the head there at the bottom, there's nice little detailed sculpting in it. And so we have, there we go. You guys slide over there, nice and centered. Two mortal enemies posing nicely for pictures. So we'll do comparison shots side by side there in all positions. There's them looking head on. And then a side pose. And then a nice shot from the rear. And then an about face. And then finally, nice posing angle shot. So again, these are both from Heero Toymaker. If you want to check them out online, I haven't bought from him in, honestly, it's been years, probably since I got majority of my figures from him. So he's under Heero Toys, Heero Toys. I think if I remember correctly, this guy here, the Cliffjumper, was roughly around $10, and then the Starscream was somewhere probably between 15 to 20. I want to say, I think maybe 20, just because he was sort of a special edition one. But I hope you guys enjoyed this little review of these figures. As I said at the start, leave me a comment. Tell me what you think about them, or if you have any WST figures, or if you like them at all. And don't forget to subscribe. I enjoy the interaction with everyone in the community, and I appreciate everyone's support. We'll see you guys again real soon.